What's up, guys? We're back for Contender Series Week 3. First fight of the night is Galanti versus Carlos Petruzzella. Very hard to find tape on Carlos. Mostly old videos from 3 years ago, probably because he's fighting in Samurai Fight House. My first time hearing of that organisation. He doesn't look to have great stand-up, no head movement, and he stands square to his opponent. He's just looking for a big overhand right. Most of his fights he enters the clinch pretty much straight away and looks to take it to the mat for ground and pound, with most of his knockouts coming this way. I mean, he looks okay on the ground, but he's doing this against guys who are 10 and 12, 16 and 14, 23 and 19, 11 and 25, fighting in Samurai Fight House. I mean, it's not that far off Street Beefs by the looks of the kind of competition that's on the roster. So to say Carlos is untested would be an understatement. Actually, saying that, he did have one fight in the LFA where he was knocked out by an overhand right, funnily enough, in the first round, and then was cut straight away and went back to Samurai Street Beefs. So, on the other hand, Galanti also looks slow on the feet and doesn't look too confident in his hands either. But in comparison to Carlos, he looks like the next champ. Fighting out of CFFC, mostly looking for the takedowns too, but far superior grappling. Good entries, good scrambles, always manages to get the back, and if he can't find a sub, he'll full mount and flatten you out and land nasty ground and pound. I'm definitely going to go with Galanti. He's a lot more measured on the feet and his grappling is going to be levels above his opponents. Moving on, we've got Ronald Humphreys versus Alexis Miranda. Humphreys is an all-round good fighter. Power, speed, kicks, high pressure, tight boxing. Only one of his bouts has made it out of the first round, and he finished it in the second. He's dangerous. Alexis Miranda, another fighter with a pretty bad history of opponents, untested against any decent competition. He looks slow in there, very flat-footed with his head up in the air, waving his chin around. Ronald Humphreys is going to walk him down easily and get the knockout. Round 1 or early round 2. Next fight, Sean Clancy Jr. versus Gary Balletto. Gary quit MMA 3 years ago to go fight in bare knuckle boxing. He's got that Homer Simpson fighting style where he just eats everything coming at him. His boxing is so average, but he can take a beating. He looks small for the division as well, and his takedown defense is horrible. He stands so straight with his feet planted. The double leg will be there for Sean Clancy Jr. Sean's going to have the size and reach advantage. He's nothing special on the feet, but he has quick entries on the takedowns. He's going to be able to take Balletto down whenever he wants here. Give me Sean Clancy Jr. by submission in again the first or second. Some of these fights will be quick ones. Some of these are a little bit harder to judge than others, like this next one. Mario Piazzon versus Guilherme Uriel. Guilherme lost to Josh Hockett on Contenders last year. He was tied up and was held down for the first round and gassed heavily. He's explosive and has good calf kicks. Cardio isn't the best, obviously, and his striking is a bit wild. He's a messy fighter, crashes in with overhands hoping to land big. Mario Piazzon is just abysmal. He got knocked out last year to a guy with a 15 and 39 record. He doesn't look like a natural heavyweight here, very small. He's hesitant. I mean, he just went 3 rounds in his last fight against a 37-year-old bum. I mean, I suppose the one good thing you could say is maybe he has good cardio, but there was 0 output in that fight, so to be honest, I'm not keen on either fighter at all. They're both so bad. I feel like it's going to be whoever gets the first takedown and sits on top. I don't know, Guilherme could come out early and find a sloppy finish, but for some reason I feel like this is going to be an awful showing. If it goes into the second and third, we'll see Guilherme slow down heavily, but Mario is just so bad I can't pick him. You'd think Guilherme should come out round 1 and get the finish, but he's just not that good in my opinion. Neither of these guys should get through to the UFC. I won't bet on this one, but if I had to pick, I'd say Guilherme gets a late finish by lazy, smothering ground and pound, or decision from holding if it does go to later rounds. Final fight of the night, Bellamir versus Alex Apodaca. There's a lot of hype behind Bellamir as she's the Hall of Famer Frank Mir's daughter. Here's the thing though, she's only had 3 MMA fights and she's fighting on the UFC BJJ roster. That's where she's transitioning from. She's got good grappling obviously, but mainly with takedowns, it's always a double leg. She's a massive favourite here, but mostly just due to hype. She's untested and we've only seen her in the first round. So she's fighting Alex Apodaca, and if her first couple takedowns get stuffed, it could be a close fight. Alex is a decent all-rounder. Striking's a bit slow, but she has some okay ground game of her own. All her wins come by decision, so at least we know she's got good cardio. She's got a very bent over stance as well. It's going to be hard for Bella to get to her hips. And in the striking, Bella is not the sharpest. She leaves her chin open. She's usually in and out fast with hooks, and Alex is constantly throwing her jab and 1-2. I'm actually going to go for the more proven tested fighter in Alex Apodaca. She's coming in as a big underdog here, but there's a lot of pressure on Bella Mere's shoulders and she's very untested. I definitely think this is getting out of the first round, and it'll only get worse for Mere as it goes on. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the breakdown. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date with more picks, and I'll see you in the next one.